the taxpayer's decision whether or not Old County gets fixed and whether or not the taxpayers want to take out $1.6 million. There's just a few things I want to be really, really clear about. One, I believe it is an ethical responsibility of the state. It has been repeatedly said by people sitting at the table, by Andrew, this is a state road. I understand that for the past 8 years, the state has not taken care of it. But at what point do we say enough is enough? I mean, at what point do we as taxpayers do some remediation? You know, listen to what Mr. Carroll has had to say, which is it possible to have Plan B or Plan C and do some fixes that will ease some of the pain that we've heard from Susan Bates for her having to drive on that road? Is it possible without hitting up the taxpayers for $1.6 million that the state is responsible for? I frankly get very angry about it because I do pay my excise tax. I pay all of my taxes, and what do I get for it? I get the state sitting here and saying to me, we just don't have the money. And what I said to them is, we don't either. So frankly, I think it's an ethical thing that as a community, we may want to start thinking about. I mean, when do we stop laying down on our backs and saying, well, they said they don't have it. Then why am I paying? Why am I putting into this system that clearly is telling me it is not working? Why? You know, and I understand Old County Road is a miserable road. But we had MDOT sit here and say, listen, we're really sorry. We only have $10 million. And what we decided to do with that $10 million is give it to Warren and give it to Thomaston. Not 1% of that $10 million came to Rockland. I would like to know why. I pay my taxes, you pay your taxes. And again, this will, if it ends up going to vote, you will decide if you want your taxes raised because it's inevitable. We've heard Mr. Pinto talk about the water and what happens with that. And it is, I mean, everything is very circular, everything is commingled. Do I want Old County Road fixed? Absolutely. Do I want it off of my back and off of the taxpayers? No. But I think that some excellent points have been made by people tonight. And I think considering a Plan B, why should we even consider that an option when it's an obvious step? So thank you.